Kyle Liu. A huge problem in America today that might even affect you and your family is prescription drug abuse. The problem is that addictive prescription drugs negatively affect American society. There are drugs like OxyContin, Vicodin, Xanax, and other painkillers. The first reason I have is that some Americans abuse addictive psychotherapeutic drugs for non-medical purposes. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, or the NIDA, in 2009, approximately 1 million Americans used prescription drugs for personal non-medical use. 5.3 million abused pain relievers, and 2 million abused tranquilizers. Nearly 1 in 12 high school seniors reported abusive use of Vicodin, and 1 in 20 abused OxyContin, according to that same source. I actually knew someone in my high school that would snort pills like every morning, and it would affect his ability to concentrate and function properly in school. This drug abuse can lead to many problems. My second point is that prescription drug abuse causes many fatalities each year. According to an article in the LA Times, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported 37,485 drug-related deaths in 2009, majority being prescription drugs. The Chief Executive Officer and Board Chairman for the American Society of Interventional Pain Physicians, 120,000 Americans go to the emergency room each year from painkiller overdose. HIV risk from unsafely injecting these pills is greatly increased. The last reason that prescription drugs negatively affect American society is that they're easy to obtain. The NIDA says 59% of 12th graders who use prescription pain relievers got them from a friend or family member. The NIDA also said the availability of these pills increased from 30 million to 180 million from 1991 to 2010. The Kaiser Family Foundation in 2010 reported that 3,703,594,389 retail prescription drugs were filled at pharmacies. They're not all painkillers, but that's as much as 12 prescriptions for each person in the United States. Time magazine reports in South Florida has 176 pill mills. These are places to buy pills. There's no tracking system, so they can be bought from many dispensaries in a day. They're often illegally sold in other states. Getting pills in South Florida is as easy to get as marijuana is in California. In conclusion, there are an abundant number of prescription drugs in America that are being abused. The number of fatalities, disease, and emergency situations are increased greatly. Also, the ease and availability of these drugs make them easy to get addicted to. These are reasons why addictive prescription drugs negatively affect American society. Thank you.
All right, well, let me point to the stuff that's really solid. You've got a good citation on all of your information. You've got a variety of statistical information and factual examples. You have a couple of pieces of testimony. You're solid on that. The problem here is that I'm not sure there's much dispute on the point that you're talking about. It sounds like an informative speech on the problem, not an argument on the problem. Does anybody deny that there's a dispute of abuse of these prescription medications, or that people are misusing them in any way, shape, or form? I don't really think that's where there's controversy. There might be some controversy on the issue about whether or not our current regulations are adequate enough to address that, but you don't really talk much about that, and so as a consequence, I'm not sure what inferences you're drawing. You do a lot of reading, and so you need to relax a little bit and talk to the audience more.